biblical errancy, but there are tactics one uses in battle, and we decline to use these tactics. They take away from the positive thrust of atheism and the programs which we are trying to use to give atheists a voice in our culture on their own, with their own Weltanschauung, which is German for worldview, not in a religious framework. We have instituted an extensive educational program to wean atheists away from the Bible as fast as we can, from that which you promote, a return to the Bible. Enclosed is a check for a subscription to your periodical, which will be filed in the American Atheist Library and Archives. Please let us know the cost, well, she doesn't say please, advise us of the cost of the back issues and if they have been bound. We keep all atheist publications on file, no matter what their nature. Unquote, Miss O'Hare. To this I replied, Madam Murray O'Hare, we appreciate the prompt answer to your inquiry, but are disappointed, indeed surprised, by the tenor of your response. Our publication, Biblical Errancy, provides a reasoned, well-researched reply to claims of biblical infallibility, and in no way could it be construed as dragging atheists back to the Bible. This publication has been accused of many things, but no one has ever implied, much less stated, that we're doing what you accuse us of. You said the Bible needs to be thrown in the trash. Unfortunately, something must first show people why this should be done. Merely asserting as much is insufficient. BE provides an itemized refutation of the Bible's validity and covers virtually every significant concept in the book. Your belief that continued jousting with segments thereof gives authentication to that with which we joust is an unrealistic way to proceed. Why would millions of people come to atheism when they feel they already have the truth? Before someone is going to adopt another philosophy, he must first be shown the error of his ways, the error of that which he has. You are saying, come to me or leave religion in the Bible, when you're not telling people why their current beliefs are false. After having been to many atheist meetings, I've come to realize that many of those attending are not really atheists in the true sense of the term. They aren't as radical as they think they are, and they haven't left the Bible or religion to the degree that they think they have. Their conversations reveal subtle indoctrinations from earlier years, and their attitude toward biblical teachings represent a wide spectrum. I've learned from experience to be wary of any letters I receive that start with, I used to be a Bible-believing Christian, but now I reject the book as nonsensical. Many of these people are much more under the book's influence than they realize, and they still support atheism for a wide variety of personal reasons. We seek to reach those with doubts, those who feel the anti-religious, anti-superstitious viewpoint has many strong points, but the Bible, despite its faults, is still worthy of some credibility. Our publications aren't in opposition to one another. They're complementary. They supplement one another. We provide a detailed explanation of why the beliefs of biblicist are erroneous, while your publication and several others provide a rational alternative. It's like building a modern structure on a city street. Before the new building can be built, the old must be eliminated. You can't build until something destroys that which occupies the space desired. BE seeks a mutually agreeable relationship with all publications and organizations, all rational publications and organizations. For instance, We've been advertising the Society of Evangelical Agnostics and Crusade publications for several months because they've been kind enough to advertise our material. To just ignore the Bible and act as if it didn't exist borders on the absurd. The book exercises an enormously negative influence on society. I don't like a lot of governments in the world today, but I still have to deal with their nonsense. How are people going to combat a book they know little about and you're advising them to avoid at all costs? I don't fear the book in the least, and am not hesitant about confronting its supporters whenever possible. Indeed, I seek dialogue and discussion. As long as biblicist are given little reason to doubt that an alleged God and His Word are on their side, the fierce battles over praying in the schools, teaching evolution, legalizing abortion, taxing church property, and so forth will continue unabated, without let-up. The Bible is the base from which fundamentalists launch their assaults upon social issues. As in World War II, bombing the opponent's home base, his source of strength and sustenance, is more effective than concentrating on his armies in the field. A B.E. Booth at your convention in Kentucky would aid both of us. That concluded my reply. As you can probably guess, we never went to that convention. That completes our presentation. And please join us later for the 98th edition of Biblical Errancy Commentary, when we'll continue showing why the Bible is nothing more than the flawed composition of some fallible human beings. Thank you for listening.